Good evening and welcome to Bramall Lane. It's Professional Development League action for you. It's the playoff semi-finals. It's Sheffield United against Ipswich Town. Ipswich just exiting the away dressing rooms of the Platinum Suite these days at the Lane, and here comes Sheffield United, led out by the skipper Harrison Neal. So a final awaits for one of these two sides. This tie play over one leg will be decided this evening, whether that's in 90 minutes or after extra time and even penalties. So we could be in for a lengthy evening here at the Lane. We've got the sides for you. First of all, the visitors, Ipswich Town. Bert White is the goalkeeper. We've got Levi Ando, Bailey Clements, the captain, Tommy Smith and Ross Crane. Matt Ward, Matt Healy, Callum Page and Colin Oppong, with Tawanda Shariwa and Tyrese Simpson. The goalkeeper on the bench is Lewis Ridd, and he's joined by Zach Bradshaw, Edwin Agbaje, Fraser Alexander and Jesse Nabuezi. Sheffield United will make it two changes from the side that ended the regular season with a 4-1 victory here at Bramall Lane against Wigan Athletic. That's a change in goal. Marcus Dewhurst replaced by Jordan Amissa. And a change in attack. Lise Mousse out, and in comes Hassan Ayari. So the usual 3-5-2 system deployed by the under-23s. Jordan Amissa is the goalkeeper. The three centre-halves, Kyron Gordon, Sam Graham and Nixian Gomez. The right wing-back, Femi Siriki. The left wing-back is Harry Boyd. City midfielder is the captain, Harrison Neal. And to the right and left wing, Zach Brunt and Andre Brooks. The front two for the Blades this evening, Will Asula and Hassan Ayari. Subs for United, Marcus Dewhurst, the goalkeeper. We've got Ashton Hall, Angelo Capello, Frankie Maguire and Antoine Hackford. I'm your commentator, Matthew Young, as the two captains in the centre circle flip the coin. And it's young Bailey Clements for Ipswich, I think, won the toss there, and Harrison Neal walks away and joins his teammates in a pre-match huddle. Huge game this for both sides as the under-23 season edges towards its climax. Birmingham City await in the final. They beat Bristol City 2-1 in the other semi-final. Rendition of the Greasy Chip Butty as Sheffield United break away from their pre-match huddle. Looks like it is going to be the Blades to kick off. Zach Brunt there, wearing number 10, shortly standing over the ball. The referee tonight is Thomas Kirk, assisted by Ashley Royston and Gareth Thomas. Aaron Bannister is the fourth official. So Zach Brunt gets this playoff semi-final underway. It's the Blades against Ipswich Town. Ipswich looking like they're going to be comfortable in possession. I watched them play the United under-18s at Portman Road a couple of weeks back, and a side that like to play out from the back, and early signs are the 23s will be pretty similar as well. And they've got an early opportunity to threaten the United penalty area here, and that was perhaps a little tug on the back by Harry Boyd, and a free kick has been given on Colin Oppong. Around about 30 yards from goal. Now, will there be any further action here from Thomas Kirk, the referee? An early decision, played just 35 seconds. And that United defence was carved open. Free kick in a very favourable position for the visitors. And it's a yellow card for Harry Boyd. I think perhaps he just timed it right in terms of committing a foul. Any further forward from Oppong, and I think there could have been a lot worse action there against the United wing-back. Not sure the current defenders would have got to him. But still a free kick to defend here for the Blades, under a bit of early pressure. Ross Crane wears 3, spotting the ball now. Could take it left-footed. This is Crane left-footed over the wall and comfortably over the bar. So United see off a bit of an early scare there. The Blades have beaten Ipswich at under 23s level already this season, a 3-1 victory back in November. And two of the goal scorers that day, Femi Sariki and Zach Brunt, are in action for United this evening. Jordan Armissa is the goalkeeper, one of two changes from the side that beat Wigan 4-1 at Bramall Lane just recently. Jordan Armissa and Marcus Dewhurst have tended to alternate between themselves, and it is Armissa's turn to play. Interesting to see who gets a nod should United progress to the final. We would suggest that Dewhurst will be back in goal for that, but we shall wait and see. They've got to get there first. And Ipswich once again looking to play out from the back through Tommy Smith wearing 6. United's press there earns them possession through Brunt, who feels the nudge in the back from Matt Ward, and United have a free kick and it's taken quickly. And that's fed back to Armissa, who's having to deal with a bit of late evening sunshine here. We've had all weathers in the Steel City in the build up to this. Heavy rain, sunshine and showers. But I'm pleased to say the conditions are looking pretty good now as Boys makes progress, plays a good looking ball towards the edge of the penalty area. Just dissected both Ayari and Asula there, which was unfortunate. But a good open start to this game as Ipswich now attack down the left hand side. This is Simpson, has an overlap. Crane it is running at Femi Sariki. Good ball into the near post, met by the head of Kyron Gordon. Sariki uses his strength there to force that one out of play. Bright start then from Ipswich Town. Ipswich, who finished second in the Development League South. United topped the Development League North. And that's how the playoffs work. Birmingham came second to the Blades, and they played Bristol City, who topped the southern section, but it was Birmingham who made their way through to the final by 2-1. Quick throw here from Ipswich, and Simpson with his back to goal. Two in the box if they want to put a ball in there, but it's given away to Ayari, who in turn has misplaced his pass, so a throw to Ipswich just inside the Sheffield United half. Here's Clements, the Ipswich captain. 4 on this near side is Matt Healy. That ball forward is blocked by Andre Brooks. Brooks, a player who's in really good form for United at 18 and 23 level. It's one of a number who have split their appearances between 18s and 23s this season. Certainly a very promising crop coming forward, and one of them is Will Asula, who's just been presented with the ball here, edge of the penalty area. Asula drives into the box, still going, just forced wide slightly. Ayari now, Brooks, half a chance to shoot, blocked by number 6 there. That was Smith with a really important block. That looked like a goal-bound effort from Andre Brooks, so United's turn to threaten now. Both sides have made a bright start to this game, just past the 5-minute mark. Sula challenging for the ball, gets his body in front of Clements there. Looks like to be an interesting battle already. Gordon looks to pick out Ayari. Neal now forward. Ayari will give chase, but Crane is across there for Ipswich Town. A loose ball. United have it with Sariki, who's a real danger, as we've seen recently here at Bramall Lane going forward. Brunt's through ball is blocked. Gets another chance to work it wide. Sold Boys a little short there, and Ipswich will gallop forward now on the counter-attack. Ando here. Now it's Opong. The bright sunshine. Ando with the low cross. Miscontrol in the penalty area. They'll come again though, Ipswich, through Healy. Crane on the Ipswich left. Happy to go back to halfway, and that's poor, given away by Smith. Neal is the Sheffield United skipper who brings it forward. A bit of a miscontrol from Asula. Looked like he maybe clipped there. He was. And Sheffield United have a free kick. A frantic start though. 6.5 minutes gone. Goalless here at Bramall Lane. Those that have followed United's progress this season at under 23 level will know that there's a side there full of goals, but they have a pretty mean defence as well. Gomez with a determined run forward. Now Boys already on a booking. Here he is once more. Links up well with Gomez down this left-hand side. Left-footed low cross into the near post. Little flick there from Masula. Decent effort. Came off an Ipswich jersey last. And Sheffield United will have the first corner of the evening. Those who are watching the 23s for the first time will have spotted the symmetry to the first team in that 3-5-2 system, with the centre halves either side of Sam Graham, whether it be Gordon down the right or Gomez down the left. They will get forward at every possible opportunity. And Gomez certainly has an eye for goal as well, the left-sided centre half. Scored last time out here against Wigan. And here's a familiar corner routine as well. Sheffield United often like to crowd the 6-yard area from the corners. Delivered by Brunt into the near post. The keeper, though, makes a routine claim. Stumbles as he throws it out, but he's got Ipswich moving here, and there's briefly a 3-on-3, but red and white shirts getting back now. Healy works it to this near side, and Levi Ando, right-footed, low cross into the near post, was a dangerous one. No one really took that gamble, did they, to attack the near post. It's led to a routine claim for the Blades keeper. Nice open start to this one. Here's Harry Boys for Sheffield United. Neil picking up the loose ball, given away by Brooks. One back though by the Blades number 11, who might have felt he could have done with a bit more luck there. The ball kindly fell to a blue jersey. And it's worked back here to the keeper White. Plays out from the back. I don't think Sheffield United will be too disappointed to see Ipswich taking chances like that. Brooks picks it up in the centre circle. Good feet from United's number 11. Now Brunt into Asula. Attack breaks down. Chaliwa. Healy plays it back. Clements will switch the play. Ross Crane up towards Tyrese Simpson. Big powerful number 9. Callum Page there with a touch, wearing 8 for Ipswich. Saw Wigan come here on the final day of the regular season and play a similar way to what Ipswich are doing at the moment. That was a miscue there by Gomez, who recovered well under pressure. Big strong lad, the Sheffield United number 6. Yeah, Wigan came here and monopolised the ball for long periods, but United have had such a watertight defence all season. There was absolutely no way through. And the Blades picked them off on the counter superbly. Little stumble by Neil. It's cost him possession. There'll be a free kick 10 yards outside the centre circle. Callum Page has spotted the ball. Lucky got eyes for a shot there when he first put the ball down. With 35 yards out. Surely this is going to be a cross. It is, and it's pretty poor, to be honest with you. I think the intended target was Clements coming up from the back. That's a long run back. Wasn't really going to get anywhere near that one. Goal kick to the Blades, and we've just passed the 11-minute mark, 0-0. Bright start, but neither keeper has been tested as yet. Jordan will miss it. Clears downfield. Ayari was the target. Ipswich will pick up the loose ball. Simpson to his left peg. Thought about a shot, but plays a good-looking ball into the penalty area. It was just a bit of a miscontrol by Ward under a pressure. Almost picked open there, Sheffield United. Casting a glance down to the dugouts, and an unmistakable figure there of the Ipswich under-23s manager, the former Ipswich midfielder and England international Kieran Dyer. And in the opposite dugout at the moment, Darren Curry on the edge of the technical area, a former Ipswich player in his day. Joint head coach alongside Graham Coughlin. And those two have done a sterling job since taking the reins from Paul Heckingbottom. Of course, had an excellent result last night as the Blades beat Everton, and an academy prospect in Daniel Jebison getting the goal. A striker that's certainly impressed at 23 level. He's played his fair share of 18s games as well, so quite a rise for the young striker. Blades have a free kick here. Towards Asula, Clements with the clearing header. Ipswich picking up a lot of the second balls at the moment. That was an opportunity to get Oppong in down the right hand side. Cut out, and United will attack with Brooks. Sula back to goal edge of the box. Boys coming forward. That was a fair challenge by Chirawa, and it will be a second Sheffield United corner. Brunt it is coming across to take it. Most likely see the boys take them from the opposite side. Plenty of options up from the back for Brunt, and it goes. The keeper calls, and again, I was about to say, again makes a routine claim, but under no pressure he managed to spill that, did Burt White. Fortunately for Ipswich, the blue shirt was on hand to clear. Little nervy moment there for the keeper. No damage done though, as Oppong brings it forward, down the left this time. He's getting back quickly. Ipswich working into a central area, and Healy, early cross-come shot straight into the arms of Jordan Amissa. It's just a little lack of quality from both sides in the final third. The build-up play has been pretty good though. Sula competing with Smith, gets his body in there. Ball falls kindly for Sariki. Sariki with a strong run here into the penalty area. Lays it off for Ayari. Brooks on the overlap. Here is Brooks, just two in the box though for United. It's worked instead to Sariki on the angle of the area. Ayari, Sariki goes down. Referee has given the free kick. The linesman was perhaps in a better position, who didn't flag. I don't think Kieran Dyer was particularly happy with that call. So a chance for United again to load the penalty area, and straight away you can see the likes of Gordon and Gomez, Sam Graham coming forward from the back. Gomez certainly gets his fair share of goals, but the two that I've seen recently were actually with his feet. Likes to overlap and get into the penalty area from open play. Spoke about Boys taking set players from that side, and he's gone across to take this for United. Plenty of whip on it. Keeper comes, gets something on it. That was a little bit more convincing this time as he challenged with Kyron Gordon. Kept in by Neil. Well, I thought he kept in. The linesman has flagged. It will be a throw on the near side to Ipswich. Sula doing the closing down for United, joined by Hassan Ayari. Little turn from the goalkeeper. Looks to be comfortable on the ball. That was a nice layoff by Simpson, who wants the return. Goes instead to the number 8, Page. Nicely worked to Healy. Space on the right-hand side for Levi Ando. Running at Boys. Delays the cross, dummies. Tries to get to the byline. Boys stands up well, makes the block. Still low with Ipswich. Page, rather it's Healy who shows for it. Back to halfway. Good pressing from United. Ipswich forced all the way back to the goalkeeper. White happy to take several touches, but then that's poor. Gives it straight to Sariki. Fades the challenge from Matt Ward. Neal now for Sheffield United. That's a good ball to Brunt. Can he turn? Threads it through to Asula. Wanted the return pass. Comes to this near side instead now for Boys. Dummies the cross. Left-footed. Up against 2 in blue. Back with Gomez. Early cross. Good ball as well. Towards Sariki. Only partially cleared. United get onto the second ball. Not on this occasion, but they've won it back. Gomez. Brooks. Boys on the outside. Brooks will cross. Cleared away. Convincingly. It's smashed into the United half, and Gordon will come across and see this back to Jordan Amissa. So United just enjoying a bit of pressure last couple of minutes or so. Pace is just quickened slightly. Now it's Sariki for Brunt. Boys calling for it. Sariki gets it instead. Sariki driving forward into a central area. Remember, he plays right wing back, but he pops up in so many positions. A real athlete, Femi Sariki. Hope we'll get a glimpse of that tonight. It was his terrific run which set up Will Asula for the 3rd goal against Wigan recently. Goal if you've not seen, which is available on the Blade social media channels. Certainly well worth a watch. Approaching the 20-minute mark, still goalless. Still neither keeper really tested so far. Simpson with his back to goal. The goalkeeper certainly likes putting his defenders under pressure. And in fairness to him, every pass he's made so far has virtually found its intended target. Graham is muscled off the ball there by Simpson. Simpson on the charge, left-footed. Gomez got back and did well. But we spoke about how powerful Tyrese Simpson is up front there, the big number 9 for Ipswich, and it's no mean feat to muscle Sam Graham off the ball. So that's certainly a threat to the United goal. Gomez on the cover did enough. Just a little warning there for the Blades. Brunt coming short. Little miscontrol there by Gordon. Brunt and Gordon, of course, on the bench last night for the first team. That 1-0 win at Everton. Ando. Upon calling for it, running at Gomez, gets to the byline, gets the cross in, but well positioned Jordan Amissa at the near post. Routine claim. Worked the yard of space well there, did Colin Opong. The quality on the cross wasn't there. Both sides coming into this game with a good run of form. Ipswich just one defeat in the last 5. That was a bit loose and a bit risky from Gomez, fortunately. Rebounded off Opong and through to the goalkeeper. Sariki high up the pitch for United. Now it's Asula onto Iyari, edge of the box. Sariki calling for it. 3 in the middle for United, goes back. Low cross, steered away by Clements. Corder wins a 50-50, but I think he felt that challenge from Ward. It's going to be an Ipswich throw. He's just inquiring to the referee about whether that should have been a free kick, and maybe he said a little too much there to Thomas Kirk, because the referee is calling over Kyron Gordon now. He continues his protestations. I think perhaps inviting the referee just to have a look at his left shin there. Perhaps just a stern word for the Blades number 4. Bit of dissent in there. Not sure it requires this lengthy discussion, but no card and an Ipswich throw. That was a nudge by Brunt on Ward. Clements back to White. Then weighs up his options, sailed it out to that far side. Sariki quickly in for United. That was unfortunate that he didn't break for red and white shirt. He does now though for Iyari. Gets his head up, slides a lovely ball in for Brunt, who just couldn't take it in his stride. And you could see the anguish on his face there, because if he'd had control that one, he could have had a strike at goal. Beautifully picked out by Hassan Iyari. Technically very gifted footballer, Zach Brunt. Here's Sariki. Tries to drive into the area, does well. Sariki pulls it back and it's wide from Harry Boys, and he holds his head because he knows that was a really presentable opportunity for Sheffield United. Right wing back to left wing back. I think Ipswich were looking for a free kick as Sariki darted into the air. It's a trademark burst from the right wing back. No foul was given. Pulled back. Oh, what a terrible mistake. Here's Brooks, surely, and he scores. What a disaster at the back for Ipswich Town. Playing out from the back, what do we just say about it? He always carries a risk. The ball presented on a plate for Andre Brooks, and he had time to take a touch and just slide the ball into a half-empty goal. 26 minutes gone, and it's the Blades who are in front. Sheffield United 1, Ipswich Town 0. Well, how often do you see it? I suppose you have to credit sides who try and play out from the back, play the football in the right way, but Sheffield United always look to press. And if you don't get it right, the consequences are huge, and there was a perfect example of it. And Andre Brooks continues an impressive run of form. That's his 5th goal for the under-23s from 13 games. Got 3 for the 18s as well. Has had a really good season. Certainly one for the future. I won't suppose you'll get many easier goals than that though. The Blades in front. It's the first real effort on target. I mean, Boys missed a great chance just before then, didn't he? But Ipswich will be disappointed how they've gifted that opening goal to the Blades. And they're not learning the lessons here, because White with the kick there, charged down by Asula after the pass from Clements. And just a little bit of dissent in the Ipswich ranks at the moment. They just need to compose themselves, plenty of time in the game. They've shown they're a threat at the other end. Sariki with the heavy challenge. Free kick on this occasion, that was on Ward. That was a little rushed, but a good header by Ando. Cleaned up by Gomez. That's off the head of the Ipswich right back Levi Ando, and Sheffield United have a throw and have the advantage as well as we just move past the 27-minute mark. Yari comes deep to help out Boys, who then plays it straight to her blue jersey. Challenge comes in, a little slip there by Gordon on the edge of the box, and Ipswich have half a chance here as Ward bursts into the area, tried to pull it back. There's no one in the 6-yard area there for Ipswich. It was blocked anyway, and Ipswich have a corner kick, but that was Sheffield United this time, architects of their own downfall. A bit of a loose pass by Boys on this near side. And Ipswich have a corner kick there, first of the evening. Cluster of players just inside the penalty area here. Maybe something off the training ground from the Tractor Boys. Plenty of whip on that, loose in the penalty area, could have gone anywhere. A bit of pinballs, it was smashed against Ayari. Breaks for a blue jersey on this near side. Early cross comes in, chested down, edge of the box. Good little spell for Ipswich here, headed away by Gomez on this occasion. United have soaked up the pressure. Cam Brunt counter-attack, doesn't break for him on this occasion. See a little frustration there on the face of the Blades number 10. He's had such a good season for United. He's been rewarded with several appearances on the bench for the first team. That's a good looking ball in behind, but Yari and Asula, neither of them could take it on. Headed away by Graham. Brunt with the flick on, cleared by Clements. Good little ball down the right hand side. Opong. Chirira in front of him, tried the little back heel to return it to Opong. Cut out by the Blades. Ipswich have upped their intensity since the goal. Approaching the half-hour mark. Blades 1, Ipswich 0. In this under-23s playoff semi-final. Strong play from both Opong and Gomez here. It's a useful foot in by Neil. Brooks is a bit loose, but it does come to Ayari via the sliding challenge of Brunt. Challenge on Ayari is a good one from Ward. Half an hour played. A competitive game this. Only that mistake has separated the two sides. Brooks with some good play. Now Brunt. Neil didn't read the pass. Then Ipswich smashed the ball against their own player there. That was Clements hammering it against Page. No harm done. Smith will bring it out from the back. Left-footed ball from Chirira is a good one. Simpson, great save, left hand side by Amissa. Ball over the top, just caught United a little cold there. Simpson puts his hands to his head. It sat up beautifully for him. Powerful strike, but Jordan Amissa down to his left hand side makes a good stop. The first time he's been called into action. And that chance just comes at the end of a decent little spell from Ipswich Town. Hooked forward by Neil. Asula does well. Breaks kindly for him. Asula driving towards the edge of the area. Asula still going. Asula! And it's going to loop in, is it? It is. Will Asula invited into the area. Got the shot away. Took a deflection. It was a goal-bound shot anyway. And agonisingly for Ipswich, it looped into the net. Ayari was on the hand, I think, anyway, ready to knock it in. But Will Asula, his second goal for the under-23s. 32 minutes on the clock, and it's Sheffield United 2, Ipswich Town 0. And Ipswich have a player down in the 6-yard area. Agonising moment there. I wasn't sure if he was going to drop in. But credit to young Will Osula. He got his first goal for the 23s in the recent 4-1 victory against Wigan. A man who's been scoring at under 18s level. Actually scored against Ipswich in the FA Youth Cup at the for the under 18s. Certainly another one to watch. United have a plethora of good young attacking options coming through the ranks. He was kind of just invited in to shoot, wasn't he? I don't think the defender knew whether to close down or show him down the left-hand side, but took the invitation. And then perhaps it just got a little unlucky with the way the ball deflected over the keeper and into the net. But 2-0 to the Blades, and United very much in the driving seat now. Tommy Smith has recovered from that knock. And that goal just coming moments after Simpson had tested Jordan Amissa with a fierce drive on his left peg. Could have easily been 1-1, but it's the Blades who are now 2 up. Smith's back on the park. And United very much in the driving seat as they look to book their place in the final against Birmingham City. Ando forced back. White opts to go along on this occasion. Flicked top. Chihura tries to bring it down. Brooks wins the throw. He got the first. Boys gets it back. Fires it forward up to Hassan Ayari, just over his head. Hassan Ayari, it's on his second appearance for the 23s this season. A player who's done really well under 18 level, 11 goals. For a man who's also represented Tunisia at under 20s level. Played one, scored one for 23s this year as White takes another chance there, the Ipswich keeper. Plenty of confidence. They're out to claim this one. United's turn to get caught at the back. No harm done as Gray makes the clearance. Graham part of that back three, which has really settled over the last dozen games or so. Kyron Gordon flanking on the right and Nixon Gomez on the left. Very rare that those three have separated in recent weeks. Boys. Gomez now. Brooks calling for it short. Threaded forward. Sula was just on his heels a little there. Might get to that one though. Not quite. Good sliding challenge by Brooks. United's hunger to win it back there for all to see. Ayari heads it forward. Brooks edge of the box, lays it off. Osula, spilled by the keeper. It's going to go in. It's there. It trickled over the line. And Will Osula gets his second of the evening. Another gift for Sheffield United, but Osula won't complain. Hit it well, but the keeper will be disappointed. He got plenty behind him. It just squirmed out of his grasp, and then a desperate attempt by Ando and the keeper to try and keep it out. But it's the Blades who have taken a 3-goal lead, and all 3 goals. Well, Ipswich will be disappointed with each of them. 37 gone, 3-0 to Sheffield United. Second of the night for Will Osula, and a third for the under-23s this season. It's a long way back now for Ipswich Town, you feel. As the Blades have 1 foot in the final. Again, it was very tight until that first goal went in, and the Blades have just taken command with a huge helping hand from the visitors. Ando. Against Boys, good little break. Brooks across. United clear. Counter is on for Ayari. Surrounded by 3 in blue. Sheffield United, who finished 8 points clear of Birmingham in the Professional Development League North table. As we stand at this moment in time, they'll be facing the Blues in the final. Unless we get a sensational comeback from Ipswich. They'll certainly need to tighten up at the back if that's going to happen. Brunt forward for Asula. He'll get to this. Ayari in the box. Sariki with him as well. Here's Femi Sariki, heavy touch, otherwise he could have been in one of those positions that he takes up so often as he drives into the penalty area. So many assists this season for the 23s. Strong play, meanwhile, by Simpson at the other end. It's a good looking ball too. Ando was a little slow getting across there. He'll get to it though. They're winning it in the challenge with Brooks. Healy with the cross. That looked like a push. It was on Femi Sariki. Pretty obvious push by Ward. 6 1/4 to the break. 3-0 to the Blades. So far, so good for Darren Curry and Graham Coughlin. Graham beaten in the air. Bit of work here for Gomez and Gordon to do. Here's Simpson. Crane. Blocked by Sariki, Ipswich corner. Second of the evening. And if they can maybe get one back before the break, just gives them a foothold for the second half. So an important period now for Sheffield United with 5 minutes to see off. Simpson standing over the keeper in the 6-yard area, and it goes. Header clear, and Brooks helps it on. Ayari will chase. Here's Smith now for Ipswich. Page bringing it forward. Smith directing the traffic. United have pinched it back though again with that excellent press. Here's Ayari. Sariki on his outside. Sariki in the area. First time ball's a really good one. There's a hat-trick for Will Asula. Quite brilliant from Sheffield United. Quick as a flash. Ayari to Sariki. Brilliant ball into the area. Early cross, and Asula, well, he couldn't miss. 41 minutes on the clock. Sheffield United 4, Ipswich Town 0. We mentioned Will Asula. 1 goal for the 23s coming into this one. A hat-trick tonight. What a first half it's been for him, but the assist was terrific from Sariki. Mentioned just a few minutes ago that he's got so many assists this season. Such a good ball. And that was a simple finish for the Blades, number 7. You'd think that surely is game, set and match already. Perhaps it's a question now of how many the Blades can get. And Ipswich, well, so many of their players with hands on hips look a little shell-shocked. Up until that first goal, there was very little between the sides, but there's been some collapse since then. And again, whilst the move was devastating, it came from an Ipswich player surrendering possession in the middle of the park, and another pass goes astray, and they're just capitulating a little bit, the visitors. had a great season. Sure, this is not the way they want it to end. From a United perspective, we've seen this a lot. They really do put teams to the sword once they see a weakness. Sariki with a throw. Here's Brunt. Cleared away. Kept in by Simpson. Done really well there. Falls for Brooks. Now Ipswich, perhaps they can break down the right. Ando gets forward. The right back. Here he is. On the outside of Boys. Good break. Good cross as well. Chirira left footer gets the shot away. Just drifting past the Blades right hand post. Better though from the visitors. Just under 2 minutes to the break. Certainly like it here, Sheffield United. Scored 4 against Wigan. Last time out, the game before that at Bramall Lane, 4 goals scored against Queen's Park Rangers, and already 4 tonight with an entire half to go. Clements with the defending for Ipswich. Good strong header. Now Neil. Sewell was in an offside position there. Clements into midfield and Healy. White sends it long this time. Can Oppong get to this one? Gomez on the cover. Up towards Asula, wins it in the air. Breaks for Callum Page though. Eyes on the 4th official as he prepares to indicate added time. And about 30 seconds left of what has been a very good first half for Sheffield United. Boys bringing it forward. Page. Out to Crane. It's going to be 3 added minutes. Did have a break after the second goal when Smith was down injured. Sariki was on the charge again then. Chirira just outside the area. Ando, good footing, strong play, strong defending by Gomez. Stayed in play there. Ando has it back, good persistence by the right back. Ipswich throw in. Healy. Given away to Boys. He's tripped. Free kick. Deep into added time. Hard work already done by Sheffield United. I know how much they pride themselves on the clean sheets though. They'll be very keen to bag another one. And of course, some very hungry strikers. They'll be after more goals at the other end. The likes of Capello and Hackford on the bench for the Blaze tonight. Plenty of firepower to come potentially. White's clearance. Just couldn't take it under control there. Harrison Neal. Good hold-up play by Simpson. Crane will come forward from full-back. Support from Ward. Now Page. Everyone behind the ball for United, looking to preserve this clean sheet as we head towards the interval. Healy thought about the early cross, then tried to roll it into Chuira. Came off up on glass. No rush to restart this one. The Blades look to head in to their dressing rooms with this 4-goal advantage. There is the half-time whistle, a very satisfactory first half from a Sheffield United perspective. They lead Ipswich Town by 4-0. Ipswich have certainly given them a helping hand, especially with the first goal, a pass laid straight into the path of Andre Brooks, who had half an empty net to roll the ball into, which he duly did. And then it was the Will Asula show. First goal, he was invited into the penalty area, left-footed strike which looped over the keeper via a deflection and bobbled into the net. The next goal, a decent hit, but the keeper right behind it, was straight at him, somehow managed to bundle it into his net to make it 3. And then a much cleaner Sheffield United break. Sariki cutting the ball back, and that was a easy finish for Asula at the back post this time, completing what was a very good team goal. 4-0 the Blades lead at half-time. Clinical have Sheffield United been in attack, and I think Paul Heckingbottom, watching from the stands, will be very impressed with some of his young players. We've seen some of them star for the first team. Could be a few more in the ranks if they keep playing like this. Halfway stage here at Bramall Lane. It's Sheffield United 4, Ipswich Town 0. Welcome back to Bramall Lane. Sheffield United 4, Ipswich Town 0. Ipswich to get the second half underway. Can't see any changes from either side, so we'll run you through the two sides again shortly. If you're just joining us, United goals from Brooks and Will Asula hat-trick have them comfortably in front here at Bramall Lane. So Ipswich have Burt White in goal, Levi Ando, Bradley Clements, Tommy Smith and Ross Crane across the back. Matt Ward, Matt Healy, Callum Page and Colin Oppong in midfield. Tawanda Chiera and Tyrese Simpson up front. United 3-5-2, Jordan Amissa the goalkeeper, Karen Gordon, Sam Grain and Nixon Gomez the three centre halves. Femi Sariki the right wing back, Harry Boys the left wing back, the three midfield. Harrison Neal, Zach Brunt and Andre Brooks. Front two are Will Asula and Hassan Ayari. I'm your commentator Matthew Young. And United in possession with Brooks, scorer of the first goal. Easiest goal you'll ever see, put on a plate by Ipswich Town. Half empty net to side foot the ball into. And the gifts just kept on coming in the first half. Will Asula not really closed down for his run on goal for the second. The third goal was effectively chucked in by Burt White, the keeper. The fourth one was a terrific team move. Yari and Sariki involved for Asula to fire in for his hat-trick. Up until the goal, which I think was 26 minutes, it was a pretty even game, even at 1-0. Sheffield United, Ipswich had a great opportunity through Tyrese Simpson, which was saved well to his left by Jordan Amissa. Here is Brunt for United, looking for Asula, who wants a fourth, gets a shot away, might get a second bite of the cherry. It was an important touch there by Healy. United hungry for more goals at the start of the second half. Good looking ball, Sariki, that was a great chance for a fifth. And he's planted the header over the bar. Got the run on his man. Seen how effective he can be with his feet, but that was a diving header there from the right wing back. And United have had a couple of early opportunities already, 2.5 minutes into this second half. Yari closing down, has won it back here, Yari. And Asula blocked this time on the edge of the 6-yard area. Ipswich not really learning from the first half. Playing out from the back and giving the ball away. And United have had 3 quick-fire opportunities in this second half already. If it carries on like this, you can only see more goals for the Blades. In fairness, excellent recovery block there to deny Asula a fourth. So early warnings already for Ipswich Town, as Graham wins it in the air against Simpson, who's caused 1 or 2 problems for Sheffield United. Page with the quick feet there for Ipswich. Healy plays it off Brooks, but does well to win it back. Ando coming infield. Ball in behind takes a nick off Neal, and they'll settle for the corner, Ipswich. It's their third of the evening. Interesting, at half-time, Sheffield United opted not to go back into the dressing rooms. They held their half-time digest on the edge of the technical area. Corner kick to Ipswich Town. Headed away by Graham, a comfortable header clear too. Chiera for Ipswich. Forced away back inside their own half. See just how well drilled this Sheffield United side are. Oppong holding off Gomez, but then the layoff is intercepted by Brunt. Lovely feet from the Blades number 10. Wants some runners. Ayari will give chase. Won't get there. Brunt holds his hand up in apologies to Hassan Ayari. Ever the willing runner though as he closes down. Ball over halfway. Simpson gets ahead to it. Scuff clearance by Graham. Caught a glimpse at half-time of not just the Blades boss Paul Heckingbottom, but also the Ipswich town manager Paul Cook, who's made the trip up from Suffolk. That's going to be another corner. Pressure on Gomez by Oppong. So after those 3 early scares, Ipswich have recorded a couple of corners now as they look to get a foothold in this game. Deep one this time. Good header clear by Asula, showing his effectiveness in both boxes. Page with a cross now. Amissa, that should be comfortable, and it is. On the Blades number 1, who hasn't had a lot to do, but did make a fine stop at 1-0 to deny Simpson. He's just one of 2 changes for United. Do alternate the goalkeepers between Amissa and Marcus Dewhurst. Ayari came in for Lys Mousset. That was the only outfield change as Simpson is fouled by Neil. That was the only outfield change from the team that beat Wigan 4-1 here. Crane looking to make his way into the area, which he did, but Gordon had spotted the danger. Cameron Gordon playing his 24th game for the 23. He's just missed one game all season. Of course, been on the first team bench on several occasions. Ward. Here's the Ipswich skipper Clements. Sariki with the interception. Healy in the centre circle. Page wanted the return. Graham steps in for the Blades. Missa was closed down by Simpson. Gets the kick away though. Can United get onto the second ball? They can through Brunt. Neil will quickly play it to this right-hand side, and Sariki, and Gordon is galloping on his outside. Sariki's going to go himself here. Now he finds Gordon, cuts it back to the edge of the box. Brunt with a strike, hits the bar. Quick fire move again from the Blades. So close to a fifth. And it was the quick switch from Neil which got Sariki on the move. Gordon was motoring on the outside. A cutback for Zach Brunt. First touch was good. The second was excellent. Just too high. Clipped the top of the bar. Agonisingly close to a 9th under-23's goal of the season there for Zach Brunt. Four chances for United straight after half-time. Just looks to be so many goals in this team. Whether that's down the right or left side through the wing-backs or through the quality that Brunt brings to the table, and the 2 strikers. Yellow card shown there to Healy. Seems a long time ago since Boys was in the book after 30 seconds when Ipswich threatened an opening. And to be fair to the Tractor Boys, up until the first goal, there was very little in this contest, but United have just taken the game by the scruff of the neck. It's been one-way traffic since. Ipswich are preparing a change down there. Brooks. Good little ball into Ayari. Now Neil had to stretch, but keeps the ball, gets it back to Ayari. Brooks has stayed wide. Ayari goes on the outside. And he's onside, is he? Oh, the flag goes up. He didn't actually touch the ball, but who knows the offside rule these days. The flag has gone up. Ipswich want to make this change, and I think they're going to do it now. And that's Fraser Alexander who's going to come on. I saw a little bit of Fraser Alexander. I think he was involved in the FAU Cup quarter-final at Portman Road, which Ipswich won 3-2 against United. So one of the younger players in these Ipswich ranks. Ipswich went out in the semi-final that competition to Liverpool. Shakira is off. Strong header, here's Brunt. Gordon across, but Crane skips by him. Then on to the free kick, which didn't come his way, but Ipswich have it still. Simpson goes down looking for a free kick. Sorry, it was Offong actually went down, nothing given. Chimera still making his way off the field behind Jordan and Mrs. goal. Brunt. A run there by Boys down the left-hand side. 3 in front of him. In goes the early cross, looking for Asula. Great save. Can he get to the rebound? No, it's volleyed behind by Ross Crane. Another great chance for United. Brilliant play by Boys this time. Sprinting down the left. Just while I'm talking there, Kyron Gordon has been booked. I think that was for something a little earlier. But Boys, what a great break and a good early cross. And Asula peeled off his defender. Got a great connection on it, but that's a smart save by Burt White. Low to his left-hand side, making an amends for the third when he kind of chucked Asula's low strike into the net. He's going to be tested again here, where the bodies are surrounding the 6-yard area, but United are taking it short. Brunt to Boys. Boys lifting into the near post, didn't work out on that occasion. That was a comfortable one for Burt White, and quickly hammers it downfield. Well, young Asula could have had 5, couldn't he? Looks hungry for more, almost being found by Ayari there. Simpson with the hold-up play. Too much on it though. And you look for Ward, trying to make up the ground. Little stumble from Sariki. And Ipswich, through Ward's persistence, have got themselves a throw-in, an attacking throw. Crane gets it back. Offside, isn't it? Yeah, against Simpson. Got himself in a decent area there. Disappointed with that. Approaching the hour mark. United still lead by 4-0, but could have been 5, 6, 7 by now. Dominated the chances of the second half. Plenty of firepower on the bench as well. That bench includes Angela Capello, Frankie Maguire, Antoine Hackford, Ashton Hall and Marcus Dewhurst make up the 5 subs. Ipswich almost losing it again. Breaks for Neil. Good block on the ground there by Matt Ward. Still a United throw. Sariki gets it back from Brunt. Low cross is blocked. Blades have a corner. It's a little bit easy. Don't really want to give Femi Sariki that kind of room. In the end, it was a good block Bit of damage limitation. They probably settled for the corner when they saw him in that position. United to make a couple of changes. Ashton Hall and Frankie Maguire are stripped and ready for the Blades. Doesn't look like they're going to make the kick before this corner though. So Boys, it went short last time. Will it go straight in the box on this occasion? Brunt's there for the short one. But he peels away now. Boys sends it deep. Gordon wins the header. No one really near him. It was Graham actually won the header, I should say. It's behind. And United might well make these changes now. Final instructions there from Graham Coughlin. And they weren't quick enough, so Ipswich have restarted. Crane. Sent forward, cut out by Neil. Yari will try and keep it in. Not going to be able to, and here come the subs, double change. And it is Femi Sariki who's coming off, and Ashton Hall coming on. I don't think it's an injury, I hope it's not for his sake. I'm not sure whether they're just keeping him back for the final, of course. And I think the same can be said for Will Osula, wrapping one or two up in cotton wool maybe. I've no idea what's happening here, because if the number went up for Will Osula, I don't think he knows what's going off either, because he's come across to the near side to be subbed, but it's Zach Brunt who's gone off. Osula is sent back on again. Bit of a comedy moment there. You should never listen to the stadium announcer, or the fourth official for that matter. So it's Frankie Maguire on into midfield, and it's Zach Brunt who's come off. Hall has gone into a back three, I think. See how that pans out in a second as Ipswich send one forward. Bit of a loose touch from Boys, but Misser is out there to clear. That was a foul by Brooks, but there's going to be an advantage played here for Ipswich, who have got the ball. Hall's gone to right sided centre half. I think Kyron Gordon has gone to right wing back now. Ashton Hall, who is another young lad making his way. It's his 10th appearance, 5th from the bench this season. I know a little bit about Frankie Maguire already, because he's been involved in the first team on the bench on 6 occasions this season. Boys into the channel for Ayari. Does well there, under pressure. Brooks back to Boys. Now Neil loses it to Page though. Alexander, now Simpson. Edge of the box, quickly crowded out, gets the pass away though to Alexander, who tried to feed it wide when perhaps there was an opportunity to shoot there. Now Ayari, clever ball into the left channel. Osula's onto it. Maguire making progress into the centre. Osula might go himself. Osula into the box. Great run this. Right across the 6-yard area. Brilliant forward play again. Maguire just couldn't quite get up alongside him. Well, what a game he's having, Will Osula. Driving into the box. And there's nothing wrong with the cross. Really put in a shift as the Blades number 7. Defending to do for Graham, and he does it successfully. Crane with the throw for Ipswich. They've done well to keep this to 4, such as the opportunities that have come United's way after the break. Clement's making his way forward, the Ipswich skipper. Alexander the substitute. Crane once more. Simpson peeling wide. Tracked by Gordon, who was niggling at his heels there, and the referee's given a free kick. Gordon, of course, on a booking. Might just have to tread carefully. Blaze number 4. Ipswich looking for a consolation maybe. Free kick in a useful position. I suspect it'll be the right boot of Healy who will cross this one. Clements up from the back. It is Healy to take. They really attacked it though. Comfortable for the Blades. So quick, aren't they, out there? How quick was Asula to close down his man there? Agbaje, who's one of the substitutes that's come on. Good touch by Graham as he was falling backwards. Alexander. Healy wide for Clements. Good block by Gordon. United coming under pressure, perhaps for the first time in the second half. Good little spell this for the visitors. Alexander. That wasn't the best though. That's going to be comfortable for boys. Closed down by Agbaje. Edwin Agbaje, one of the substitutes, who also played in that under-18s win for Ipswich against the Blades. Had a really good game, I seem to remember, at Portman Road. Not going to get to that pass though from Callum Page. Kieran Gordon just coming to the near side to have a quick chat with Graham Coughlin here. This play restarts. Brooks for United, trying to get onto this loose ball. Giving away a free kick, looked a tad harsh to me. Referee is Thomas Kirk. Clements, Simpson. United still eager out of possession to win it back. Page, faced up by Gomez there. You can see why the Blades have had so many clean sheets this season. Rock solid out of possession. And then they're so quick to break from these kind of areas. Neil, I was looking for Asula, that was good covering by Alexander. Stopped the counter-attack. Clements. Good interception by Kieran Gordon. Harrison Neal. Here's Frankie Maguire. Gordon. Maguire once again. Neal. Good one-touch stuff this from United. Tight areas. Gordon jumps. That will be a Blades throw. Took one in the head there, Kieran Gordon, holding the back of his skull. Just taking a couple of seconds. I think he was expressing a disappointment he didn't get a free kick against the referee. Did that in the first half, got himself a lengthy talking to, and he's picked up a booking since then, so he was slightly walking a tightrope. Hassan Ayari hooks it in field. Here's Maguire. Turned around the corner by Ayari. Just got a little bit scrappy the last few minutes. Offong levered off the ball by Graham. Free kick. Just over 20 minutes remaining. United heading for a final against Birmingham City. That was a poor ball and a goal kick to the Blades. We're going to make another change. Anton Hackford's going to get a run out here. I think this might well be for Will Asula. It's actually Ayari who's coming off. And his second appearance for 23s has got through a lot of work as the Tunisian under-20 international. Certainly one for the future, as is Anton Hackford. Of course, has a senior appearance to his name already, off the bench at Selhurst Park against Crystal Palace. 3 goals for the 23s this season. Maguire tries to flick on. Breaks for Page. Good break, but Offon wasn't on the same wavelength. Boys made the interception. Inside the final 20. 4-0 United lead. Could and perhaps should have been a lot more, and Ipswich just given the ball away to Asula here. Asula lays it on for Hackford. That would have been his first touch. That was a goal-saving challenge there by the substitute Alexander. But Ipswich probably had a decent little spell in the game for the last 5 minutes or so, but giving the ball away to Will Asula, who's already got 3 tonight. And that could have been a lot worse for Ipswich Town. They'll settle for just conceding the corner. That's kind of been a theme of the game, really. Ipswich shooting themselves in the foot. Brunt off the field now, so Boys across to take the corner. Takes them all from this side anyway, but there's no short option. This one's going to go straight into the mix. Keeper comes and makes a good claim this time. Looks to get Ipswich on the attack swiftly. Badger keeping it in play. Offong. Crane. Still United look to close Ipswich down in possession. No taking the foot off the gas whatsoever. Neil into the right channel. Hackford's quick. He'll get onto this one. Hackford, that's a heavy touch. Might still get there. He does. And at the byline, the cutback was read by the goalkeeper. It was the touch before that just rendered him off balance, really. Slightly heavy connection. Hall stepping in, did really well, but then played it out of play. Smith. Give it away again. Boys. Lovely ball to the left. Asula, early cross. Right across goal again. It was a decent ball. Look at Gordon, who was sprinting forward. He's going to keep it in play. Hackford was in the box as well. Here's Maguire. Maguire on the charge. Maguire still going left foot to Maguire. It's blocked. It'll bounce into the area. Might fall for Hackford. Cleared away. United just pushing the accelerator once again. Gomez will bring it forward this time. Comfortable in possession. Hall for Neil. Good ball into Maguire. Gordon, first time for Hackford. Good stuff from United. Hackford can't control, but they'll get the throw. Just over 15 minutes remaining. I'll go as far as saying it would be a shame if United don't add to the 4 goals, but they surely deserve a couple more for the amount of chances they've created in the second half. That was a lovely little one to Maguire to Gordon. Gordon can cut it back here for Brooks. Boys just inside the area. Drills it low, right across goal. It was close from Harry Boys, who's had a really good game tonight. Been a threat down that left-hand side. I'm not sure how Ipswich have not conceded in this second half. That goal's had a charmed life. Of course, Brunt has hit the bar before going off. Ipswich are going to make another change shortly. It's broken kindly for Agbaje. Orthong. Slightly behind Clements, but he'll get there. Just kind of slows the attack up though a little bit. Alexander. Healy miscontrols, but does get the pass away with Asula ready to pounce for United. Page running in the channels. Ipswich keeping the ball well here. Work it back to the left-hand side. Clements coming forward. Room for a cross. In it goes. Headed away at the near post. Sula gets there for United. Again doing work in his own half. Bit of an all-round performance this has been from the Blades number 7. Guire showed some nice touches since coming on. Here's Hall. Booms one long. Looking for Hackford over the top. Cleared away. Gordon onto the loose ball. He was caught late. The referee gives a free kick. Ipswich might make this change now. They want to get Jesse Mbambwezi on. And he's going to replace Callum Page. Opportunity for Jesse Mbambwezi to get just over 14 minutes here at Bramall Lane. Great experience for these lads to play at these stadiums. Portman Road, Bramall Lane, the first team grounds. Gordon down the line. Hall sends one long. First touch for the substitute Mbambwezi. It's not going to find its intended target. One defeat in the last 11 for Sheffield United. It's soon going to be one defeat in the last 12. And that was at home to Swansea in a game which they dominated for large periods. Just 4 losses all season for the under-23s. It's been a really impressive campaign. Saw them lift the trophy, the Championship Shield, at Bramall Lane against Wigan recently after securing the title with a win at Millwall. No foul. One for Hackford to chase. The keeper was out early there. Hall in the right place at the right time for the Blades. Here's the captain. Had the honour of lifting that trophy against Wigan. Shame we couldn't have had a few fans in, but of course this stadium is having to be prepared for the return of supporters for the home game against Burnley on Sunday. Maguire. Neal. Hackford gives it away to Alexander. Little slip by Brooks, but he still gets there on the floor. That's a good-looking ball to the right-hand side for Kyron Gordon. Early cross blocked. He might get a second opportunity here. He's going to take it on instead. Blocked a second time. Space here for Maguire. Now Neal. Lovely ball for Maguire. Made a lovely run inside, and he in turn tried to find Gordon. Didn't quite get it right on this occasion, but when they're in the mood, they do play some excellent football, Sheffield United. All bodes well for the future. That's a brilliant challenge by Sam Graham, fully committed on Tyree Simpson. Final 10 minutes, temperature just dropping here at Bramall Lane. The sun goes down. Looks like there's going to be another game for the under-23s. Can they finish an excellent season by beating Birmingham in the final? Surely that's where they're heading for. A 4-goal cushion with less than 10 minutes remaining. Really, it's never been in doubt. From the moment the second goal went in for me, Ipswich just collapsed like a pack of cards. After a pretty good start. More than matched the Blades in the opening 25 minutes or so until that first goal, and then mistakes proved really costly for Kieran Dyer's side. Brooks now for the Blades, looking for Asula. Chasing a 4th goal. Boys getting forward again. Asula once more. Now Brooks, feign to shoot. Gives it instead to Neil. Threads a nice ball to Boys, edge of the box. Bit congested in there. Goes wide now. Blades keeping the ball well. Ipswich just starting to look a little tired. Here's Boys inside the area. Boys might go himself here, still going slightly off balance. Gets a shot away, cleared off the line by Clements, who deserved that goal. Harry Boys worked tirelessly down that left-hand side. Still alive for Brooks, who shoots from distance. Full in the face there against Ando. He's okay. The ball stayed in play as well. Strong play by Gomez to win the throw on the far side. How many chances United have had in the second half? Can't quite believe that the scoreline has stayed at 4-0. To be fair to Boys there, he did everything right. It was good defending by Clements. Whilst they have given several opportunities to the Blades, I have to say Ipswich their recovery defending has been good in the second half. Some last-ditch blocks, clearances off the line to keep it down to 4. I suppose you give them credit, really. They could have really gone under in this game. United will be very keen to preserve yet another clean sheet. Brooks on the charge. Carries the ball so well. Maguire for Hall. Gordon to Maguire. One-touch stuff this from United. Neil always at the fulcrum of the midfield, ready to accept a pass. Brooks, busy as ever. Looks for the return from Asula and gets it. Andre Brooks with a strike. It's blocked. Just wonder whether he could have took it first time. Just delayed it, then hit it. Gave the Ipswich defender just a split second to get across to make the block. Good football again though by Sheffield United. Brooks looking for a second goal. That's well won there by Neil. Neil charging forward, the skipper. Hasn't got a goal this season, but almost into the area there for a shooting opportunity. Gordon round the corner. Hackford's quick. Can he get there ahead of Clements? Clements goes down. Nudge in the back from Anton Hackford. Free kick. Did well there, the Ipswich captain. Six minutes remain, plus stoppage time. Strong challenge again by Gordon, but Simpson's won it back off Neil. Goes for goal. Dragged his effort well wide, but he's been a real presence up top for Ipswich. Certainly kept the United back three honest at times. Some strong forward play. Seen Gomez playing ball boy as he returns it to Jordan Amissa. Clever switch from the goalkeeper to find Boys on the left-hand side. Brooks returns it to Boys on the charge once again. The Blades number 3. Brooks wants it back. Brooks takes in his stride. Brooks with a low cross, spilled by the keeper, could have gone anywhere. And Tommy Smith in the right place at the right time to clear. Danger not averted yet. Boys, change of pace into the area. Another strong run this. Good challenge though by Ando. United still knocking on the door. And Wabwezi, the substitute, kept in on the far side. Not going to get the return ball though. Graham has moved in. Boys was coming back from an offside position. He's got through a lot of work. Harry Boys, very keen to add to his 3 goals this season. Gordon will tidy up. And he'll get it back from the goalkeeper. Up to halfway where Hackford will control. Laid off to Maguire. Under pressure here, Maguire. And Ipswich have done well to win that back. Simpson running off this left-hand side. It's a bit loose, but just gave Brooks an invitation to come back to make the challenge, although he may have injured himself in the process. Sat down just outside the penalty area. Back on his feet now, limping those. Ipswich attack. 3.5 minutes remain. Boys has committed a foul here and he's on a booking, don't forget. Well, the referee's not reaching for his card, so it's Ipswich free kick in a good position. That would have been a slightly sour way to end a good performance if he'd have collected a second yellow there. United, I know they'll be desperately keen to preserve this shutout. Ipswich hunting for a consolation. Set off at 8 o'clock this morning, Ipswich Town. It's been a long day. In goes the cross. Half cleared by Hall, then volleyed away by Graham. Smith. Final couple of minutes. Closing down here by Maguire. Hold up play by Crane. Smith. Ando. Moved into a more orthodox central defensive position in the second half. Clements. United just so hard to break down. Hall steps in. Neil heads up to halfway. Alexander mopping up for Ipswich. Boys gets a head onto that. Graham will clear. Attacking throw for Ipswich. Minute and a quarter remain. Quickly taken. Brooks may have fouled his man there, but the referee seems happy with that. And United are back in possession with Neil. Hall looks for the run of Hackford. Headed away. Now given away to Neil. Regular for the 23s this season. Not missed many, Harrison Neil. Important cog in that midfield. To the final minute. Plenty of substitutions, but not many stoppages in the second half. Graham heading clear. off on with the hold-up play. Clement's back to halfway. 1 added minute. Didn't think there'd been any stoppages in the second half. The ordeal for Ipswich is almost over. They can count themselves, I think, pretty pleased with the second half, showing in the sense that they haven't conceded another goal. And certainly in the opening couple of minutes of that second half, when United had 3 chances in as many minutes, you couldn't really see it staying at 4-0. So a bit of credit for Ipswich for their second half performance. They might get a goal themselves, but that was good defending coming back there by Anton Hackford to deny a shooting opportunity. Can the Blades get a 5th? Dying embers of this game. Maguire it was trying to thread the pass. Back with the goalkeeper White. United will play Birmingham in the final. They've beaten Birmingham twice already this season. Gave a real hammering, I think. 4-0 earlier in the campaign. There is the full-time whistle. It's finished here at Bramall Lane. Sheffield United 4, Ipswich Town 0. A terrific performance by Graham Coughlin and Darren Curry's side. All the damage done in the first half. Tight it was until Andre Brooks was gift-wrapped at the opening goal after a loose pass allowed him a simple tap-in after around about 26 minutes. After then, United went into overdrive and it was the Willa Sula show. He made it 2-0 when he was invited into the penalty area before a deflected shot looped into the net. Another gift for the third goal, a shot. Decent hit it was from Masula, but straight at the keeper, Bert White, but he somehow managed to spoon it into the net for 3-0. The fourth goal was a really well-worked move by United involving Ayari and then Suriki down the right-hand side. He cut the ball right across the 6-yard area and Masula had the simple task of firing in for his hat-trick. The second half, United dominated in terms of chances. Not quite sure how they didn't add to the 4 goals. The Ipswich goal certainly led a charmed life at times, especially in the early stages of the second half. Zach Brunt perhaps coming closest for United with a shot after a well-worked move which clipped the top of the bar. Harry Boyes had a shot late on which was cleared off the line. He flashed a couple across the 6-yard area as well, while Sasula came close to adding to his tally, a shot which was blocked from inside the area. But all in all, a job certainly well done from a Sheffield United point of view. They've dispatched a decent Ipswich side who came into this game in good form, one defeat in the last 5. They finished second in the Professional Development League South. Certainly a lot of pedigree in this Ipswich side. Had a good run in the Youth Cup as well, but United with a ruthless display have kept another clean sheet and deservedly booked their place in the final against Birmingham City, who beat Bristol City in the other semi-final. As I just mentioned a little earlier, United have beaten Birmingham twice this season, so can they end what has been a fabulous campaign by beating Birmingham in the final. We thank you for your company this evening. It's finished Sheffield United 4, Ipswich Town 0. We'll be back, I'm sure, for the final against Birmingham City.